Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Abeer's Book Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing this book, Woke Inc. by Vivek Ramaswamy, Inside the Corporate Social Justice Scam. So, Vivek Ramaswamy is the presidential candidate he's one of the presidential candidates for the Republican Party in the upcoming US elections. And before this, he was a biopharma billionaire and currently does asset management as well. But this book is not about Vivek Ramaswamy, it's about his views on the woke culture in America, especially in the corporate American systems. So, this book is not for everyone. It is very heavy on his opinions. He basically goes all out against the corporate social justice system and how it is not benefiting America at all. So, what is wokeness? Well, basically, to sum it up, wokeness is the idea that you need to have diversity in every single aspect of your life, whether you're an individual, whether you're a company. If you're hiring new employees, you need to not only look at their qualifications, their history, their background, but also their diversity. Are they black? Are they African American? Are they Asian American? Are they whatever other race, or they belong to whatever society? And Vivek Ramaswamy attacks this system, saying that it is bad for America, and he gives a lot of examples of how he has personally encountered situations while he was working in biopharma, of how things like this are not good. So one of the many examples he gives is of the duality or the hypocrisy of the people who lead the woke movement in corporate America and promote ESG, which is environmental sustainability and governance, which is basically a set of factors which determines how investors should invest in various companies. They look not only at their performance, their balance sheets, but also their ESG score. And he says how that is basically a scam. The people who invest in ESG are doing so for their own profit. They do not actually want society to benefit. And he gives a lot of examples of such people, and how on the surface level it seems, well, we're promoting diversity and environmental development, but it is not as it seems. I don't want to get too deep into it because then it would be a very long review and it would give away too much, but I'm basically going over the main things. And an overarching theme in the book is that of stakeholder capitalism. So Vivek Ramaswamy talks very critically of stakeholder capitalism and how, when companies divert from their primary goal of making money and benefiting the shareholders to basically saying that we will improve society through our products and our services, that is something which is really scary and can lead to the downfall of not only the company but also the very society which is set out to enhance. Apart from the stakeholder capitalism, it also talks about the cult which forms around wokeness and how people want it in every single aspect of their lives and how it is like a religion now. And there's this entire chapter about which I think it's called Wokeness is a Religion. And that chapter basically dwells very deep into this argument that is wokeness becoming a religion in modern corporate America. And, Vivek draws a lot of examples from court cases and reports and, people basically coming out and saying that they were fired or they their views were not taken into consideration by their employers because they were not aligned with their social ESG and sustainable development practices. And so he draws a comparison between what's considered traditional religion, right, like Catholicism or Christianity, and which is now becoming a modern religion, such as wokeness. And he gives example of people who have faced unjust situations because of their their religious identity, and how the same is happening because of their stand on wokeness and ESG issues. And he draws a correlation between the two, basically saying that people are facing the same problems they used to face earlier because of their religious identity. Only now it is because of their social stance on certain issues. So that is a really interesting thing which I thought about this book, and it gave me a new perspective of thinking about things, because before this I was not really involved in wokeness, and I didn't read about it. I don't know a lot about it. This is one of the first time that I've read about wokeness, especially in corporate America. And I think that Vivek Ramaswamy makes some very good points about how the main goal of an organization should be to basically make profit, have healthy relation with its employees and their employers and the investors. It should not divert from this goal too much. And another thing is that the employees who work at these organizations should not be held accountable for their personal beliefs if they do not align with the organization's stance on certain social issues. This book starts off giving one such example of how Vivek himself was forced to speak about the Black Lives Matter issues, back in 2020 when it was really flaring up, and how he was criticized because his company did not take a stand on the issue while others were. And Vivek says that I do not think that it is my company's responsibility. We promote, we make pharmaceutical drugs. We try to improve the people's lives by making them cheaper and more accessible. But I do not think that it is the role of my company to take a very strong stand and try to change the very dynamics of American social culture. That is the role of the policymakers and the politicians and the people in the government. So yeah, this book basically talks about all of this. It's very well written, and again, I'm saying this book is not for everyone. People who identify with wokeness and who like to promote it a lot will definitely not like this book. But I went into it sort of as a neutral party. I did not really know anything about it. I did not know how it affected corporate America. But this is one of the first times I read about this issue, and I think that Vivek makes some good points. So yeah, not to spoil a lot, but if you want to look into his arguments and what I assume are traditionally the arguments of people who are more aligned towards the right-wing or conservative side, what are their arguments against wokeness in corporate America, you should definitely check out this book. Give it a try. Even if you don't align yourself with their values, still you should try to read it with an open mind. You might walk away with, some new facts and talking points and things to think about. So here it is. Really amazing book. I liked reading it a lot. People, if they go into it with an open mind, and if they are willing to basically if they are willing to let Vivek speak and hear his arguments, they might end up liking it also. They might not personally align themselves with Vivek's views, but they will definitely appreciate the arguments that he makes. So that is it for this book review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new and haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel to keep receiving more videos like this one. I've been Abeer Rao, and thanks for watching.